Mind Flayer say what now? I don't want to do it. Please. Okay. Welcome back, my oodles and noodles, to more Baldur's Gate 3. Where we ended last time, I've heard that right before you get into Baldur's Gate, something that happens that kind of changes your entire outlook. And of course, Baldur's Gate being Baldur's Gate, it's supposed to be really pretty and really awesome, and people are so excited. Okay, well, let me go ahead and kill these dudes Yankee. These guys are really hard. Ooh, you know what? Now that we are actually in turn-based, I can actually do my recap now. Thanks, game. So much has happened since we started Baldur's Gate. But the most notable thing is that we've left Act 2 behind us. We've cured the Shadow Curse lands. We've met the Elder Brain. We're currently gathering allies and have since recruited Jaheira, the leader of the Harpers, as well as Halzin, a druid that we met back in Act 1. We finally defeated Ketheric Thorm, but there are two other generals we gotta get our hands on. One of which being Urchin and Gortosh. What we didn't know was that there was a nether stone that they each possess that controls the Elder Brain. And whoever has control over the nether brain will hold unspeakable power. We could dominate it and have 1,000 kingdoms at our command. Or we could destroy the nether brain, as it's too powerful to let live, and destroying it may be the smartest thing to do. We only got like dialogue about controlling it since we talked to Gale, and Gale's all about power. He's a little power hungry, a little wizard. Speaking of Gale, he was supposed to destroy the Elder Brain, basically the Absolute's power, by blowing himself up, but we didn't let him do that by keeping him at camp where he'd be safe and protected. And since then, he's actually turned his sights on power. What a shocker. Well, that's not true. He wants to gather knowledge and information on the the Elder Brain, to see if it could help our cause. Right now, as we speak, we have to aid our Dream Visitor. We have to go to the Dream Visitor's aid. Inside the Astral Prism, we came upon a battle between the Githyanki and Intellect Devourers. The Dream Visitor urged us towards the epicenter of the fight, the Skull, where things are kind of getting hairy. So that's where we currently are. We gotta fight our way through. We had to make our way to a portal. These guys are really hard at level 9. I think my whole party's level 9. So we'll be killing them here. Just give me a second.
It's not over. Come to the Skull.
All right, we're coming to the Skull. Don't worry. Makes me wonder why there's Intellect Devourers here. Why are they here?
I need you now.
We're coming. Chill. We can't move any faster. Actually, we can a little bit. Okay. We're going to the Skull. Don't worry. Oh, more fighting. Hopefully we can, you know, do this. It seems like these guys are pretty goddamn hard. God, their martial arts is unmatched. What is a Mind Flayer doing here? Oh, I'm not gonna like this, am I? It feels like they're just trying to rescue one of their own.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Mind Flayer say what now?
A Mind Flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him.
Our protection? Why is he on our side?
Deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
So I really was kind of on the ball. I mean, she didn't sound evil when she kept telling me to go after the parasites and people, but the quest line that's like unlock one's potential, it leads you to believe that you have to use the parasites, but every time you let a parasite like create more power for you, it eats a part of your brain. And I started to get like a little worried because part of your brain kind of dies and you see the visual where it goes gray, and that kind of freaked me out a little bit. And so as it started happening more and more, I got to Moonrise Towers and I was like, yeah, I think I'm not gonna use these anymore. Now it kind of makes more sense because, well, it doesn't kind of make sense. It makes sense because it's a mind flayer. But is it the one that kidnapped us? Why would this mind flayer be helping us? We've seen that a mind flayer can kind of show better, like true colors and better, but illithid creatures don't have souls. That's what a mind flayer is, right? An illithid creature? I mean, we saw an illithid's colony, and I mean, did you see how many bodies there were? It lined the hallways. There was tanks of pools of blood. Just like, that can't be from a creature that has a soul. Oh God, now I have a headache. What do you need me to do? Leave the Githyanki alone. Prove to me that you say, oh, I'm sure that she is who she says she is. And she's not even a she, more like a hermaphrodite. Are mind flayers hermaphrodites? This is the battle you were fighting? I don't believe you. You're a mind flayer. This is I think, yeah, this is what you were fighting?
The honor god. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault, but with your help, we can turn this around.
What happens if they leave? Do I become a mind flayer?
Subdue their master.
I want to detect thoughts, but I feel like it'll be a really hard roll because it's a mind flayer, right? They have the ability to shield their minds. I'm not helping a mind flayer. I want no part of the slaughter of innocents. I will do it. Detect thoughts. Yeah. Add. I need more information. Thank you, game.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the mind flayer's awareness
I figured.
is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a walk pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. If you insist.
Oh, that's so funny, actually. Yeah, let me probe your thoughts as you talk directly into my mind.
Colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought.
What?
You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
I want to know.
Now, join me. Fight.
Yeah, join the mind flayers fight.
Together, we can turn the tide.
I guess it just raises more questions, right? Like, why is a mind flayer helping us? What can it be so scared of? All right, BRB, I'm about to go kill a bunch of Githyanki. Yep, that was a rhyme. Huge. That wasn't that bad. Not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. All right, I need answers.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes.
The head pulsing.
I would be a slave to the absolute.
Why don't you worship the absolute?
All the things to be indebted to. A bloody mind flayer.
I ask again, who are you? And I'm going to need a name this time. Thank you for saving me. I always suspected you were a mind flayer. I suspected something, but not that. You were in the prism all this time? Why did you deceive me? I prefer the other version of you. Tell me everything. Yeah, why did you deceive me?
It wasn't necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. It's like I said before, I'm just like you.
How? Also, this mind flayer is sassy.
I
Oh.
came from Baldurs Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise.
Oh, this is probably why they're sassy. That's Moonrise Towers?
Who called me, changed me into what I am now.
Oh, that makes sense, though. I guess I didn't even consider, yeah, the people that are changed from people.
As the absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city.
How did they break the thrall?
Myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldurs Gate.
Holy lore dump.
As the Emperor, such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was.
Oh, what? The single mask hides everything, really? The giant claws don't just absolutely give it away.
Discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave.
Deception level 100.
A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Wait, do you guys remember that comment I made once upon a time where I said, hey, could we romance our guardian? Is that legit? But instead of the guardian, can I romance the emperor? Oh no. I mean, I like them. They're sassy. Lord Gortash was one of the chosen in the colony. Did you have to eat criminals' brains? So are you going to tell me what this battle was about? How did you end up here? There's a lot of questions. That gets Yankee in the sphere. Who was it? What was the battle about?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His
Oh,
power has been the source
my-
of your continued protection against the voice.
Orpheus!
The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the
Oh
same
my
power
god, we
that
need to go
enabled
talk to
Orpheus'
Lae'zel.
mother to bring about the
Shh.
fall of the omitted emperor.
I'm putting all the pieces together.
A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus' mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard.
Oh.
Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Oh my. Sorry, I didn't mean to like freak out while he was explaining, but we read everything, or I do. I read everything to you guys, right? Like a little bedtime story. And if you guys remember, we found so many different Githyanki discs, and on those those Githyanki discs were stories about this Orpheus and how he was. So there was like propaganda, like his story is and was propaganda according to Vlaakith. Vlaakith sold the story to her people as propaganda to overthrow her rule because she was a goddess, but she's not really. She's a lich. So I kind of feel bad for Orpheus, though. because Orpheus's tale, like, he wasn't seen ever again. So I feel really bad for him. Am I not supposed to feel bad? Maybe I'm missing a piece here. Were you imprisoned here too? Was it you or Orpheus that Vlaakith wanted us to kill when she ordered us inside the prison? That's a really good question. That's exactly what I'm thinking. How did Gortash and the other, yeah, no, what was it, you or Orpheus that Vlaakith wanted us to kill? Because when she sent us inside, I really thought it was the Guardian, but it makes more sense now that it would have been Orpheus, because Orpheus spread lies about her ruling and was like, I guess the real, I don't think he was like the real leader or anything. Lae'zel kind of helped us decipher a lot of like what the stories were about, but there was one other disc I just didn't read.
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her.
Oh, so he is like the rightful ruler.
Still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
Ooh, Lae'zel's going to have a conniption.
Reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished.
I'm kind of happy I don't have Lae'zel with us, only in part because she probably would have a lot of really mean words to say about this entire encounter. But I also, on the flip side, want her to be here, wish she was here, because getting her reaction to this would be everything. You know what I mean? She was already wavering in her faith to Vlaakith, but having her visibly see proof of Vlaakith's betrayal would be so huge. I'm sure we're gonna go to camp and talk to her, but were you imprisoned here too?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
I say the story checks out. It's kind of hard to argue with it, you know? I feel like this is the most honest that they've ever been with us, and I was always kind of like, oh, I don't really know if they're telling me the truth. And today I'm like, yeah, I believe it. What happens if we free Orpheus? Could we kill Orpheus and seize his power? Could we give that power to Lae'zel? I bet she could make the world a better place, honestly. What happens if we free him, though?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
So then how do you, okay, one question that's still I'm wondering about, are we even able to cure ourselves at this point? I don't even think we are. I mean, he wasn't able to cure himself. Obviously, he didn't have the means to, but it feels like we're on this like wild goose chase to destroy the absolute. So by destroying the absolute, we get rid of the tadpoles and we don't change? I don't know. It seems weird to think it that way because the tadpoles have already eaten some of my brain. Like it's gotten big. It's pretty big in my head. We're alike in other ways too. The more I talk to you, the less you seem like a mind flayer. I'm nothing like you. I'm no illithid. And the more I would say the more I talk to you, the less you seem like a mind flayer.
I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me.
Really?
I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. change.
What? I don't like what you're implying.
Or not, our chances of defeating the Elder Brain are substantially improved if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence.
No.
You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength,
No.
the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
No. I thought we wanted to change. Okay. I thought we were trying to stop my transformation, and now you're asking to transform me. I'm gonna have to be honest. I can't tell if this is one of those prompts where it's like the game really wants me to do it, but I like my form. And if it's just, if he's like, okay, he said I can keep my beauty, meaning I can keep what I look like. I don't think so. No, I don't want to be a Lithid. I was put into this circumstance unfortunately. And I don't care much about magic. I just care that I am myself. Through and through. What would it entail?
You'll be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
The problem is that I don't even do magic anyways. I don't even use the tadpole's charms anyways. Everything I do is I go shrouded invisible. I get critical hit success kills with my bow and arrow or my dagger, or I can coat my weapon in poison. And that's usually what gets me by a bit more. You know, I'm gonna have to say no.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most?
You don't know what I
I
want?
felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it.
I said no. No means no. No means no. No.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone.
I don't care what it wants. I want it out of my head. I have to wisdom save this? No. Eat it. What is it? No. No. I don't want to do it. Don't make it do it. Oh my god. I don't want to do it. Please. Yes! Take that, tadpole! Partial change my cheeks. No.
Disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then stillness. You've resisted your illithid instincts. For now.
Oh god.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then.
It's like, don't worry, you'll change your mind. No means no.
It has enough vitality to further your evolution and your allies.
Hey, if they want to do it, go ahead.
Try it when you see more of what our enemy can do. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain and bring it under our control.
Okay, great. I'm glad to be done with this conversation. Hey, if any of my companions would like to do this, I am more than happy to give them my little thing, okay? Astarion, did you want it? Oh, he's not here for chit chat. All right. Oh, there was a portal here the whole time. Are you sure you want to? Yes, get me the hell out of there. Holy crap. We have a lot to discuss. Free Orpheus. Ooh, you know? I had a feeling that we were gonna have to free him. Olezel, we have much to discuss. Oh, maybe. I think they're all like asleep, maybe? I can only talk with my companions that are out and about.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. And now it's offering us power if we're willing to evolve.
Hey, honestly, I remember the conversation me and Astarion had one of the very first times we got a tadpole, and he goes, hey, you know, I'm totally down to consume and take on more of this power. And I was like, yeah, you want my tadpole? I'll give it to you. And he was like, no, there might be a time and might be a place, and then maybe I will. So I'm thinking maybe we can give him the tadpole, because Astarion is kind of our weakest link right now, aside from me, because we're both rogues and clearly our class is at a disadvantage here. Like, we have really good rolls and stuff like that, but if we don't have advantage on our stealth attacks, then we usually are kind of the weakest link of the group, and Astarion by far, because he has the lowest hit points. So if he can evolve, hey, he could become an ascended vampire lord evolved illithid thing. Okay. I want to discuss the astral touch tadpole.
We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it.
What? What? You are, of all people, are not going to touch it. Are you serious right now? Why don't you want to use it?
I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last.
It's not going to be like that. Don't worry. Just do it.
I don't want to turn into anything else.
Ugh.
I can't do that again.
Damn
I
it.
can't watch my body be taken over.
I don't want to make him mad, but I want to push him to do it. You're afraid?
I am not. I just don't want to lose my God's given good looks, really.
Yeah, me either.
Would that be a crime?
Ooh, your illithid powers are the only reason you can stand up to Cazador. This will help you defeat him.
I'm really not sure.
Tell me of the weakest moment you ever felt in those 200 years. Oh my god. Oh, of course. Our good luck had to end somewhere. Sometime.
Fuck off! I can tell what you're doing. You will not break me down.
Astarion, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, darling.
Okay. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Oh man, that scared me. Oh boy. Well, who can we persuade to eat the tadpole? He was the only one that made sense. I don't really want to give the tadpole to anyone else. How about we just all not use it? All right, we're all gonna make a pact together. We're all gonna agree to not use the tadpole. How about that? Sound fair? I like that, just the dead bodies strewn around. Yeah, what a great night's sleep, you guys. Wonderful. Okay, now we have people to talk to. I really want to talk to Lae'zel. This seemed very, 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 very important to her.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the Gate visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
The blood of the mother. Oh, no, we already know exactly who he is because we read all about him. A mighty powerful prince if he can block out an illithid hive mind. What makes Orpheus such a threat to Vlaakith? Our dream figure is a mind flayer. Isn't that more yeah, a mighty powerful prince. He can block out, if he can block out an illithid hive mind.
And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command.
Holy crap.
The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith.
Okay.
Long ago, when we rode
Sit in for story time, you guys.
Slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler.
Oh.
The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157? That's a lot of Vlaakiths. How does Orpheus fit in?
Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle.
Oh.
Or so the
Voss? Don't we know who Voss
Yet the
is?
Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces.
I like the
and
sound of that.
remove glory from the scraps.
What happens now? Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise. Is just one Githyanki. It's just one Githyanki. Is he really all that dangerous to... What happens now?
We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words.
Oh, that's cool.
bow to the
I want to
true
free
heir.
Orpheus.
If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
I agree, but we can't free him yet. Oh, see here, look, ask Lae'zel about the disc from the Moonrise
Once
Towers.
again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the Prince of the Comet.
But this is the last piece of the puzzle that we should have read before going into the astral plane.
The Prince of the Comet, Part 3.
Yeah.
The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through.
Is it the same Voss? Because if Voss was the one who pierced Prince Orpheus, why is he on our side to release Prince Orpheus and take Vlaakith down?
But beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. Vlaakith has reigned unchallenged for millennia. Freeing Orpheus could be the first strike in a new war, as well as its last.
Agreed. I like this story. It's really cool. And I love that we got little bits and pieces of it leading up to this point. Because if we hadn't read any of those Githyanki discs, we'd be like, who the frick is Orpheus? But okay, I saw the guy and I saw the name Orpheus, and then it didn't really click until the Mind Flayer said it, until the Emperor said Orpheus. Then I went, snap, light bulb, what the hell? All right, Shadowheart.
So, there's been a mind
Whoa!
flare inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it.
Did she just dye her hair?
Utter madness.
Has she had white hair this whole time?
With my own eyes.
Why is your hair white?
Learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore.
Yeah, why is your hair white?
The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
You're the one who wanted to talk to me, but can we talk about your hair? What do you make of the illithid powers we're developing?
On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from. And what lies at the end of that path. I never expected Ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, the odds are stacked against us. We can truly afford to ignore a potential advantage? Some might say excessive caution is a risk in of itself. Perhaps you're right. Persuasion, the odds are stacked against us. Can we convince Shadowheart to do it? Hey, why not? Do it. Let's go. Take it, Shadowheart.
Well, perhaps you have a point. Fine. Let's explore these powers then. I just hope we don't come to regret it.
Oh, I thought that meant that she was gonna take it. Well, that's boring. Okay. I think that's where we're gonna go ahead and leave this episode. That was good. I think that was a good place to leave it. Actually, Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to save, then I meant to... I hope we don't get hit with like a cutscene. Probably are. We're probably gonna get hit with a cutscene, huh? Ooh.
Find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
That music change is beautiful. Look at my... Hold on. You guys stay there. No. Stay there. Stay there. Look at this. This is... Karlach, turn around. Oh, God. Now you guys are just playing with me. I wanted to get a nice little photo of all four of us together. It was one big happy family. Can we just...
Do what we can to find them.
Stand near me. You know what? You guys clearly don't know how to take a photo. A heavy lore dump, by the way. I love the... I also love the art change as well. Every time we get into a new act, we get art changes and it's really fun. I'm glad I was at least on to something with the Guardian. I like being right. I mean, what woman doesn't like to be right? But I do not want the tadpole. Do not give it to me. I don't want it. I don't care for power. I am not power hungry. If I was power hungry, I would have chosen to be like a warlock or a wizard. You know what I mean? I chose to be the weakest subclass, the weakest class in the game. Why do you suppose that is? Because I don't care about the power. I care about uppies. I care about romance. I care about the story. I care about being good while being roguish. Those are the things that are more important to me. I care about found family and lost treasures and hidden side quests. I don't care for power. Anyways, thanks for joining me on another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. You'll have to tune in next time to see where this story takes us. Don't forget to check out the Elden Ring series, Shadow of the Urchin, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I almost just immediately don't know what I was doing with my hands there, but mwah.